Hey guys, welcome back. I'm on my way home at normal time for my shift. Normally I'd stay over, but I'm kind of a little burnout from the hours I put in the other department, so I kind of decided to take it easy. Anywho, I was watching a video from Midwest Alice Acres. It was probably an older video in regards to he was selling some of his beefers and probably losing money on it. And I thought, since I work in the beef industry as my full-time job, I kind of give hopefully some helpful tips and ideas for you beef farmers. I've been employed at my full-time job for 11 years now. It'll be 12 in July. And over the time I have kind of watched like when they spend the most money on cattle as compared to when they spend the least amount of money on cattle. The best time, in my opinion, when they are spending their most money on cattle is during the high demand times, which is your typical during the summer, holidays, stuff of that nature. They tend to spend less on them, and I found this out a couple years after starting because I never really understood like how the beef market worked beforehand. But during the fall time, they buy up a lot of cattle, but they don't spend as much on them. And the reason that I was told for it was because farmers are, downsizing their herds for the winter, so they're not feeding as many, or whatever the reason may be. Now, I'm not 100% sure on that. As the farms that I worked on, one did have beef and dairy cows, but I never really knew much about when they sold the beefers or anything like that. But it does make sense, as colder months and all that. But yeah, typically they post up papers at work saying like the cattle market there was such and such amount ahead more in the cattle, and they bought this many at such and such price. So typically it's like springtime through summer all the way up and through September, I do believe, is when you're probably going to see the better prices paid for them. Now my suggestion would be to like monitor local beef industries, find out who's paying what, and kind of keep an eye on like the market in your area. Now the place I work at's a pretty big company. They supply beef for a lot of the East Coast, and they're part of a big chain, and because they have their hands in different aspects of business and other processing plants of I believe they have pork and turkey, I think. Obviously turkey being a more seasonal one. But anyway, I kind of hope that helps some of you guys in the beef industry, or if you know anybody who's raising beef cattle. Hopefully that kind of helps with pricing and good times to sell and when not to. So if you guys have any questions in regards to it, I can answer the best I can, at least through how it is where I work anyway, and kind of give you an idea through there. So I will catch you guys on the next video. Have a good week.